Yo, what's going on, guys? Again, it's your boy Vismo. Welcome back to another episode of the Vismo TV. I hope everybody's doing good and staying safe. So today's video is a little bit different. We're not reviewing or talking about any specific tech, really. Today's video is more of a pro tip video. As you know, with the pandemic and everything is going on, some people have been doing side gigs. Some people's side gigs are not their full gigs. So this video is made to help you doing these side gigs. When I say side gigs, I mean Instacart or Shipt. Instacart and Shipt, they're grocery services that shoppers go out and shop for groceries for people that cannot go out to shop or do not want to go out to shop. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna get right into the video. I'm not even gonna start. So the first pro tip that I want to give you using both Instacart and Shipt, when you're shopping in batches. Usually people use up the carts, or you find a way to make it through. But I have discovered, doing these side gigs myself, I've discovered something more easier to use. So for example, this is not a promo video. This is not brought to you by anything. These are products that I use and I like. So if you're shopping in batches, like my recommendation to you as a new shopper, start with one person at a time first, and then when you get seasoned, then you do two. Same with Instacart. They give you in batches of 2 and 3, which I think is feasible. So if you're doing Shipt, they really don't give you a batch. You just grab what you can and go. So, but I would say do 2 or 3 the most, because you want to save yourself some time so you don't have to be late, because being late can cost you that account, because you're rated based on performance. So if there's a ratings for latencies, there's ratings for acceptance. So be mindful of that. There's this product made by Clever Made. These are some collapsible bins. These bins, you get 3. I got mine off Amazon. They're a really good price. I think it was like 40 something. Cool, really cool investment. They're plastic all around. They're collapsible. That means you can store them anywhere without taking up too much space. And I find out these are really great for doing shopping in batches. Like for example, in a cart, I keep one right where a baby would sit, the baby where you put a little baby in a little baby part right there. And if it's 3, then I use the main cart, and then I put one underneath the cart. So it's easier that way with these collapsible bins. So go ahead and check them out. So the second pro tip that I am going to give you is using the apps properly. So let me give you a little history on the app. So if you didn't know, and for those who know and who don't, Shipt is owned by Target. Target is the one that owns Shipt, and for Instacart, Publix owned Instacart. So if you notice, when you go in Target's, in the app is all organized. Everything, it tells you G this, G that. It gives you all the shelves. When you go in Targets, it's the most easiest shopping that you can do. But when you go to Publix, it's not the most organized app, because Publix is not really owned by Shipt. So they just give you in stacks. When I say stacks, like you're looking for cereal, says cereal aisle, or it's not detailed. I wouldn't say like if you're new in the Publix, and most Publix are set up the same. If you're in Florida, it will not say aisle 3, aisle 4, and tell you exactly where it is. So if you're using Shipt app and you're shopping in Publix, you can download the Publix app and search for the item that you're not sure which aisle is in, because sometimes it doesn't tell you the aisle. So you can download the Publix app and you can search the item, and it will tell you exactly where to find that item. So it's something that I did myself, since if you ask one of the workers in there where to find this, sometimes they're new, they don't, so they pop out their phone and they use the Publix app and they search. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that too. So you don't have to it takes up a little less time and you can find the item. Same with Instacart. If you're in Publix, it's detailed. Everything is detailed. It tell you what aisle, it tell you exactly where it is, back aisle, rear, center, stuff like that. So like I said, Publix own Instacart. But when you go to Targets, vice versa, if you go to Targets, the Instacart app is not is not detailed. It won't show you exactly. You just say snacks. What if you don't know where the snack rack are? You're new and you just went in Targets, you don't. So you can download the Target app, and with location, it will tell you, you will know which Targets you're at. and you can search the items that you're looking for within the app, and it will tell you the exact app it is. So that's how, when I say using the apps properly, so that's how I get to navigate around, to find items easy in shops. So because time is up there. They timed you how long you should be shopping, so be mindful of it. So the next pro tip is, when you park, make sure you park next to a cart stand, because sometimes when you come out, and then you have to, just don't leave your cart anywhere. Because one day I saw a lady was driving in the parking lot, and she didn't see the cart, and she was coming up, and the cart came out, and she hit the cart. It caused some damage on cars and stuff, so be mindful of that. So the next pro tip is ordering hot food first and last, right? Okay, let me explain. When I say ordering hot food, sometimes the customer inside the app wants something hot from Publix. You can go through, the first part of it is, you go down there, you can order the hot food, but let them know that you are coming back. So you order it first, if it's cold meat slice, cold cuts, or chicken wings, or fried chicken, or mac and cheese, and stuff like. They have the stuff to keep it hot, so you can go down there and order it and let them keep it warm for you. And when you're leaving, the last thing that you grab is the food that you order. TCS food, that means time or temperature control for safety. In terms of, there's certain temperature that's controlled for certain items that are probably frozen or needs to stay above the danger zone, which the danger zone is 40 degrees to 140 degrees. So anything in between those are the danger zone. So you want hot food, you want to keep it hot as possible, and cold food, you want to keep it low as possible. So you want to keep it below 40, and hot food, you want to keep it above 140, because the danger zone is right in that time. So what I do as a shopper, as a pro tip to you, is when I walk in the store, I go dry stuff first, then I go TCS food, dairy, or poultry and stuff like that. Then I go to the freezer and get that stuff. And I also recommend that you have an insulated bag, because that helps to keep the food warm, and also helps to keep the food cold for a period of time. By the time you get to the customer, the food is still hot, and the food and the items are still cold. So very important for you to remember that, please. The next question is, can you shop at any store? Yes and no. There's different things that goes along with the yes and the no. So let's start off with the yes. Yes, you can shop at any Publix using Shipt. You can shop at any Targets using Shipt. Also, you can shop at any Publix using Instacart, or you can shop at any Target using Instacart. Because at the end of the day, you're partners with these companies. You're not just a worker, you partner with them. So that's your own business, that's your own brand, that you align with that company. So yes, you can shop at any one of these stores that you want to, that has the required place that you need to shop. Or the reason why it gives you a required store, like this is the designated store that you should go to. It's just that it's a lot closer to your customers. So if you live near a Publix or a Target that very well, you can always shop there. But how the no factor in it is, sometimes, for example, Instacart, customers already order their cold cuts, and some stuff is already ordered and waiting for you to go pick it up. So that so if it says that order is waiting for you in Instacart, that means you really have to go to that Publix, because the customer already order that item. For Shipt, it's all you when it goes. You can shop at any Publix, that's fine. But the no part of it is, you can't just shop at any Targets, because some Targets has produce and some doesn't. Like for example, right by me, the Target here doesn't have produce. They have everything else but not produce. Or the Target on the other side of town has produce. So if I'm looking at items and I realize when I run through it there's no produce, I'll go to the Targets up here, because they have everything else besides produce. So those are some pro tips using these apps. Just stay safe out there, wear your mask, use your hand sanitizer. I keep a little stash with me in my car, so whenever I come out or when I go back in my car, I use the sanitizer along with some disinfectant wipes as well. Just use those and try to stay safe out there. So it's your boy Vismo. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Yo, I'm gone.